It's a real shame not to have Evaluka here this evening. She and I were meant to be collaborating for this event, but in fact we have found a way to work her in anyway, and Christina Vitti, who has been impersonating Eva all week at various events, has very kindly agreed to read one of Eva's poems. I have been working since April as a poet in residence with Age Concern, going in every week to a dementia care home in Preston and working with the residents there. So I'm going to read some of my poems from that residency, but to start, Christina's going to read a poem of Eva's, which I think will be a good introduction to the topic.
Thank you. Evaluka, translated by James Sutherland Smith. The old women. The old women wearing grey suits, sweaty former nursemaids, bearers of snakes and medusas, foster mothers of bald teddy bears in their empty wombs. The old women without wombs. The old women who have forgotten, they collect only what is. Toadstools and small change, rain ones. Grey-haired, not our mothers, not us. High heels on varicose legs, a face, the posthumous mask of Marilyn. That's not us. We still regularly gaze into the face of the bloody moon in the toilet bowl. Youth, you howl like a dog. You depart on a very strange road. Evaluka.
These are all quite new, and I haven't read them in public before, so in fact I've not read them out loud that much at all, so forgive me if I'm a little stumbly. Service user belongings on admission. White knickers, 10 pairs, named. Silk, full body underskirt, named. Floral dressing gown, pink and black, unnamed. Cardigans, ×2, pale blue, unnamed. Handbag, 1 dark, large in size, flowered pattern. Hairbrush, ×1, lilac handle, smiley face. Toilet bag, ×1, lilac see-through, contains toothbrush and case, ×1, clear plastic. Toothpaste, ×1, small tube, fresh mint. Soap in clear case, ×1, plus comb. Handkerchiefs, ×3, white, unnamed. Dresses, ×2, blue patterned, unnamed. 2 times flannel, 1 pink, 1 blue. Tights, ×5 pairs, nude. Shoes, ×1 pair, black. Kit Kat, ×3, packs and bars. Television chair, ×1, brown. Suitcase, ×1, small, red. Pictures, ×4, 2 cream frames, 1 silver, 1 black. And that's an actual list of what a lady came into the care home with when she first arrived. I've been playing around with a lot of the text that I've just found around the home. When every resident comes in, a member of staff fills out for them what's called a care plan, which is the document that basically becomes the source of who this person is. And it's written in this very odd kind of third-person styles, and they're never updated. So what's written about you when you go in is the thing that people refer back to. So I've been kind of experimenting, cutting these very odd texts with things that people have actually said to me. So this is Doreen, and all of the things that she says here, she said to me. It was pretty much everything she said over about a 4-hour period. Life story, Doreen. Doreen is a widow. Doreen has 1 son and daughter-in-law in the Preston area. Doreen loves flowers. Doreen loved horrible, 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 horrible gardening, and was always happy when spending time in the garden. Doreen likes, I didn't come back, you came back. Collie dogs, you and that woman, and looking at pictures of them. Doreen can be quite unhappy when assisted with personal care. Doreen likes going into the garden. Doreen sometimes likes a Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Sing along. Doreen, don't come any nearer. You're past it now. Likes her own space and to be left alone sometimes. Doreen doesn't like to be fussed. Doreen is not tactile. Doreen used to make all her own clothes, mucky, 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 mucky people. As she was so petite, she was never able to find things to fit. Doreen has a good sense of humour. Doreen can be a bit rude sometimes. Be good, because we have no more. But staff help her with this. Doreen's life achievement, awaiting information. Doreen does not. That's horrible, disgusting. No, I don't like that. Mobilise. There was a really lovely reference to teddy bears in the womb in Eva's poem. There are a lot of bears and dolls around the home, and they have a kind of faux nursery for a thing that they call doll therapy, which has its pros and cons. But the most interesting thing is that the women in the home usually think that the dolls and the bears are actually real children, and you'll often find that the mouths of the dolls have been stuffed with biscuit crumbs and things, or there are tea stains around their mouths where people have tried to feed them. So this is called Interview with the Bears. No, of course this isn't what we had in mind at all. The smells couldn't be more different here to the clean fruit of a child's head. They rumple their faces over our beds. Today we're the wrong kind of children. Tomorrow we're like answers in their hands, bright, furry sentences. It's best not to get too attached, to ignore the sudden smile in the corridor or the hug that suggests for once you might be exactly what they were looking for. What remains are the stains, the grungy kisses, the pressure of a teacup around our mouths, the way they pulled us apart and fingered our innards endlessly with joy like we were snow. And people with dementia get very anxious around mirrors quite often because they think the person in the mirror is a stranger. And so pretty much all the mirrors in the home are covered with something, stickers, flowers, different things. Hide and seek. There are flowers on the mirror, and yes, he knows, the flowers aren't real. But if the flowers aren't real, then maybe the mirror is not actually a mirror. And this old man he can see, cloudy face, grazed eyes, is his father, and they've just been playing at a game all this time, and now it's over. And the final poem I'll read is what actually Eva and I were working towards, was a collaboration on the idea of colours and what they mean. And I had written this poem and it was sort of finished, so I'll read it anyway. And it also has a care home connection because there's a school of thought that says the last colours that people with dementia can see really clearly are colours at the red end of the spectrum. Blue goes first, and so a lot of the furniture and things and the walls end up being painted red. Into the white. They say the colour of finally is red. The dinner plates, the walls, the chairs are all saying, look, you live by emergency. Everything is so bald heart, too much muscle in the sound of thinking. All we want is to be allowed to be gone, to fall from this dark like brushed white chalk.